This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, I was having a conversation about the fraud and corruption in the market with CSI yesterday. And CSI said that Bernie Madoff said that if it wasn't for the weak oversight of the SEC and our regulatory agencies, he would not have been able to do what he did. Okay? And so then, after talking about it, I told CSI, well, the situation is even worse now because they know exactly what's going on. We've been complaining about it for 3 years, and they still refuse to do anything about the fraud and corruption in the market. And then CSI found this article. And it's very, very clear that Madoff exploited the weak oversight. But did the regulators learn their lesson? No, they did not. People complained about Bernie Madoff for 10 years, and the SEC did nothing about it, even though there was overwhelming evidence that he was engaged in a Ponzi scheme. We have been complaining for over 3 years to the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, our politicians, about all the fraud and corruption in the AMC GME play. And for 3 years, they have done absolutely nothing. So when this crashes and burns, and it will, what are they going to say? Are they going to claim they didn't know? They can't claim they didn't know because we've been screaming about it for over 3 years now. Just like they couldn't claim they didn't know about Bernie Madoff when people were filing complaints and screaming about what he was doing for 10 years. They just refused to do their job. And you know what the attorney said? He said, we don't need any new rules to prevent Bernie Madoff. We need the enforcement of the old rules. And the thing is, I've been saying that for the last 3 years. All these new rules they're putting in place to try to appease retail investors is absolute nonsense. We need the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI to enforce the current rules on the books. If they did that, the naked shorting would stop, the counterfeiting would stop, the spoofing would stop, the washing would stop. Everybody knows what these bad actors are doing, and they're allowing them to do it anyway. And you know why? Because they are robbing retail investors, they are robbing pension funds, they are robbing institutions that follow the rules. If this level of fraud and corruption was going on and 1%ers were being robbed, the FBI, the DOJ, and the SEC would have a joint task force going after the bad actors, okay? They would have a joint task force going after the bad actors. The bottom line is this. Weak oversight is why Bernie Madoff was able to do what he did, and weak oversight is why the AMC GME RICO conspirators are allowed to do what they're doing now. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that if the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI enforce the rules that are currently on the books, would the naked shorting in AMC and GME and other stocks stop? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.